Oh my God, that is a disgusting river card.
Four raise, 80, 5-4. Six call. 7-4, 8-4.
Oh, Johan says he has current players in the second window running. Good stuff, Johan. Aharaji with the aces. In raising, and Rolando going to call in the cutoff King Jack off suit. Don't mind calling here for in Rolando's shoes, but some of the time we want to just use this in our 3-bet folding range. If she gets an under the gun open, I might be more inclined to just let this go. Having said all that, it is Zaharaji. We are playing six-handed. Probably doesn't want to be bloating pots against the chip leader at this table, so calling going to be fine. Some of the time, let's have top pair.
6 raise, 175.
Whoa, decides to go for a raise here to 175. We've got action. Now Zaharaji just wants to be calling here, of course. And some of the time, Zaharaji might want to click this one back. I was thinking about this. If he thinks Rolando isn't going to be going anywhere, then there's no reason to not put more money in the pot now. Try get it all by the river, especially in a mystery bounty. A lot of the time we would just see Zaharaji just call here, but because it's a mystery bounty as well, another incentive to try bloat the pot. $225 more. This is all playing out very nicely for the aces. Over $1 million in the pot now. And I like this the more I thought about it. Can bet small then on the turn to set up a river jam. I would bet something around the area of 350 to 420 here. Anything up as far as 480 to set up about $1 million river bet.
Bet, 400.
Goes for 400 as suggested. You can see it sets up pretty sexy river jam of just over $1 million, 1,080,000. Oh my word, what a river card it is. It's the Jack of Diamonds. Was not expecting to see that one roll off. Yikes. And Zaharaji won't like that card. Completes some straight from two pairs. Having said all that, we still have Miss Hart on board, Miss Clubs. What an expensive river this is for Zaharaji with his aces, playing them
4 bet.
pretty close to perfection. Actually, even liked his click back, and Rolando is not going to be folding top two.
6 call showdown.
Zaharaji's going to lose an absolute chunk of change and be back down to 1.5 million.
King Jack. 2 pair.
Lovely.
We got some more eggs in the chat here.
Gonna fold.
Just a disgusting situation there for Zaharaji sometimes.
Six raise 105.
Jarir raising to 105 with the pocket tens, and Zaharaji with aces once more.
Seven re-raise 250. 8 fold.
3 bets to 250.
1 fold. 250. 250. 2 call.
Look at this. We've got action. Target is just going to call on the button behind with pocket nines. Could have opted to squeeze it up, but considering there's a raise and a 3 bet already in front of him, could have even let it go. I actually like Targa's option to just call here for 5 bigs on the button with nines. But against under the gun and under the gun +1, I think this probably just favors going into the muck if we're in Targa's shoes. But he does have the button. We are relatively deep, but we're not against Jarir because he's got pocket tens. Having said all that, we are getting shorter handed, and Zaharaji has shown a propensity to have a wide 3-betting range. But again, this is first to act against under the gun +1.
All in.
7 is all in.
Jarir 4 betting to 705, and Zaharaji
Showdown.
stuffing them all in with aces. We've got a huge pot on our hands, and Zaharaji with the aces again. The opportunity to knock out Jarir.
Nines. Nines win.
2.2 million in this pot. King 7 deuce 2 hearts is the flop.
Yeah.
Turn is the deuce of clubs. River is the 4 diamonds. Jarir has been eliminated, and Zaharaji now playing very healthy stack once more, playing over 70 big blinds.
Third fold. 5 raise 125. 7 fold. 8 fold. 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold. 5 win.
Matthias' turn to take down the blinds and antes. With 7 players actually still remaining here, we could have 14 still remaining across the 2 tables. There is 7 at this. I, for some reason, thought there was only 6.
7 fold, 8 fold.
It's either or, 14 or 13 remaining.
1 folder.
Alex in playing with ace-4 suited.
3 call. Option. For raise. 225.
The big blind is going to bump it up here with 10-9 of clubs, and presume Alex will just call.
Call.
Like that.
Ace-6 deuce is the flop. Not much in it for Alex here. Vio just wants to bet this one. A lot of equity. Backdoor club draw, 2 overcards and a straight draw.
185.
Doesn't need to bet too big. It bets something like 225. Goes for 185.
Three raise. 450.
Wasn't expecting to see Alex raise here, but that is exactly what happens. Goes for it. And Vio won't be going anywhere just yet. 265 more to call. His hand is just going to be too good. Alex looking so calm and confident. Vio a bit jumpy. He will call. 1.4 million in deposit. We see the turn. Turn is the jack of spades. And now Vio with even more equity.
Three bet. 325.
I don't know if I like this bet from Alex anymore. It's going to be tough to get your opponent to fold anything, really. You've check raised the flop, but for that sizing, I think you would still continue with a 6. Maybe a deuce will get out of the way. A deuce probably gets out of the way to a check raise on the flop, so I don't know what this really accomplishes. Now, this pot, 2 million and change. Alex with just 2.2 million behind. Vio with 2 million behind. Stack to pot ratio is basically 1-to-1 here. Now Alex will get credit and get his opponent to fold an 8 or a 6, something to that effect. This is sick, taking the bluff away from his opponent, knowing if he checks he could get bluffed off with the best hand. Was not expecting to see a bluff here. Most players were just hoping to get the showdown and beat some busted straight or flush draw, but those hands very unlikely to check back, so he knows he can't check call, so he's deciding to bluff himself, betting 600k.
4 fold, 3 win.
Joke, on the table. Oh no. Six fold.
Can you buy 6,000? You buy 6,000 next time.
7 fold.
6,000 or 1,000.
1 fold. Two raise. 200.
Rolando is going to min with the Jack 10 off suit. Six, six deuce. Alex with 5-4 as a straight draw. Turn is the king of clubs. Turn going check, check pretty quickly, and the river is the 8 of spades. I would have just liked to continue barreling there on the king of clubs if I'm Rolando. Get my opponent to fold a hand like the one Alex has, maybe a deuce. Rolando does mix things up and play an unconventional way. I'm enjoying watching this guy though. He plays unconventional, but the older contingent find a way of making these moves. What is going on here? Looks like Alex has chips in his hand. Alex is a non-believer here. It's just going to be hard to rep a 6 at this point. Wow! Alex finding a way. Raising to 1.35 mil.
And then complaining when I do it one time.
Oh, what's cooking? Good looking. Ace is here with 14 bigs.
4 raise.
Nice time to pick them up if you're the short stack. Does go for a min raise with a little bit of cheese on top. 405.
1
Round 2, Rolando.
fold, 2 fold. That's all. 2 check. Four bet, 500.
I'm keep betting 500k and Rolando going to call on the Queen Jack 3. Turn is the 5 of spades. Rolando might feel like he's to call off here because there's some draws on there that MK would continue barreling. 2.1 million in this pot with just 2 million behind. Stack to pot ratio 1 to 1.
4
If I was going to bet here from MK, I wouldn't be betting too large. I would be betting enough that would set up a river jam. He decides to go for the lot, and this might get called. Mystery Bounty getting hit here
Too close, shut on.
in the corner. Rolando has called. Lot going on. One thing at a time. €600 has been hit for seat 7. And Rolando has called. Like I predicted, it's just going to be too many draws. He's beaten. He's got second pair. They're four-handed. 6 million in this pot now. This is either going to knock out MK on the river, or Rolando is going to be crippled to 2 big blinds. Oh my God, that is a disgusting river card. Oh my word, the 7 of diamonds is going to eliminate MK in horrific style. Got a feel for him there, but that is the game we play. We've done everything correct on that occasion, and just every now and again that river card is going to do you, and that was one of those situations.